There's just one place to celebrate a happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive away in a new Integra. Only $299 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealer.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors, 305-345-3649 or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welt and Rayom. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welt and Rayom can help.
It's showtime, everybody!
Mic checks echo, I'm the sound of the brawl. Canvas creaks, flesh slaps, bodies rise and fall. Steel cage dreams, no escape. All pain, blood stains mixed with the sweat and the chain. Adrenaline, surging my veins, spit fire. Crowd chants, feeding my soul's desire. Turnbuckles tremble when my wrath collides. Glory's the belt, and I'm taking the pride. Boom. The squared circle where legends collide. Boom. No mercy, just a wild ride. Boom. Like flash, fist clash, can't resist. Boom. The squared circle digest. Pyros ignite, shadows dance in the glow. Ringside roar, it's a gladiator show. Chokeholds tighter than the grip of the night. Climbing the ropes to new championship heights. The mental battlefield, no room for doubt. Every move calculated, every scream a shout. The bell tolls louder than a sinner's regret. This is the place where the bold never forget. Boom. The squared circle where legends collide. Boom. No mercy, just a wild ride. Boom. Like flash, fist clash, can't resist. Boom. The squared circle digest. Boom. The squared circle where legends collide. Boom. No mercy, just a wild ride. Boom. Like flash, fist clash, can't resist. Boom. The squared circle digest. Circle Digest!
Is the Squared Circle Digest Wednesday at 6 p. As always, got to thank Finn Sammy for the great intro. And I am Sean Stanley. That is the great Frankie Fresco. How we doing, sir?
What's up, sir? Long time no see.
It has been a little bit, huh? No doubt already in. Even Papa's in. Look at that with a... What the hell is he out there? Stoney Stanley 8978. Wow. Making up some stuff now, are we? All right.
I like it.
It's all good. Yeah.
What have you been up to, sir?
I've been up to nothing, man. I was in Orlando for the weekend and then got back Monday. Of course, did Talking Racing Now. The casino on Tuesday for the remote and back here on Wednesday for the Squared Circle Digest. Now, I'm not as busy as you, my man. I mean, I don't even know if you were home the whole weekend.
All right, so I got some stuff to show you, some hardware, right? So
this great job.
All right, so last year
I'm sorry about that. That's right.
Last year your boy was the champion.
Yep.
And this year, your boy's the champion again. So we got
Two, baby.
So
Will
shout
there
out
be a
to
three-peat? Calm down there, Panther. I'm gonna start calling you Panther.
as far as the blend battle, we're still in it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it out of the next round. The next round is this Friday. I look, I'm not gonna lie. I've been slammed with a lot of stuff. Like they were hitting me up. They're like, Frank, are you gonna get it in on time? I was like, bro, I'm just gonna come up with something and just launch it out there. So, if cross your fingers, miracles out there. If you guys can pray for me for your boy to make it. If I don't make it, it's okay. I'm still grateful. I made it out of the first 2 rounds, so I'm still proud of myself. It's just this happens. This happened to me the first time I did the IGR, which was I made it. I made it to the final, but then at the final, I was so slammed with a lot of work that I just didn't get a chance to actually do it. This time around, I'm not only slammed with work, but your boy ran the 5K,
Hey,
baby. There it is.
yeah, when you said the hardware, I was thinking that was the hardware you were gonna show, man.
There it is, sir. The 5K run over there at Daniel Point. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, everybody who went ahead and actually competed. It was amazing. I had a great time. I met so many people. And, bro, Jesus Christ. And then after the 5K, not only did we go and do 5K, but then we went and networked it and visited and said what's up to some of the fans, some of the homies out there. And I'm gonna try to show you guys this picture. I can't share it as great, but let's see right there. Maybe you can see it. There
Yeah,
it is.
that's you guys on the field, right?
That's all of us right there on the field. There's myself. So starting from here, right? Let me see if I could get this straight. Okay, so there's myself, my brother, Finn Sammy. This is George from Friends Faithful, his brother, and I don't know who that guy is back there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And you were at the Fest fans club thing at Boat Campers, I believe, as well. Yeah, I saw pictures going around there. That was Saturday before he even went and ran the 5K, by the way.
Correct. So I was so check this out. This is how busy I've been. Thursday I played soccer. Friday we had the wrestling podcast, right? Then I ran a 4K. So I kept my word and I ran a 4K
You did.
at nighttime. I finished at 2 o'clock in the morning running. Then on Saturday, I went and DJ'd at Tab 42 in Doral. After that, I went to Bow Campers for the Miami Dolphins Fan Fest. And then I went to sleep at 8, woke up at 6:30 in the morning on Sunday, ran the 5K in Dania. My plantar fasciitis flared up. My planters were flaring up, man. If you guys don't know what plantar fasciitis is, it's a humongous pain on people who have flat feet. And I have flat feet. Thank you, Mom, for giving me flat feet, of course. And I was dying out there, bro. After I was done with the race, I was like in pain. Sean, I tell you this, I could not walk, bro. I was
Oh, I can imagine, man.
like I was
can
flared.
imagine,
So I told my brother, I'm like, yo, we need to stop by a gas station and I need to take some Tylenol, bro. So we go, there's a Dunkin' Donuts right next to the gasoline station. We go to Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know how I walked. And then all of a sudden I take 2 Tylenols, bro. Your boy was back to 100%, man. I was
yeah.
back to like if nothing had ever happened. 100%.
Those drugs kick in.
Woo, boy. And then after that, we made it to the Dolphins game. Said what's up to all the guys. So shout out to all the guys over there. Finn Sammy, George, Adrian from the Rainy Day Pod, Gorilla Luke, who was out there as well. And then after them, went to the field in the right before the pregame of the game. And me and my brother, since we're season ticket holders, they elected us to go out there and actually be able to be on the field during the national anthem. Everything was out there. And then after the whole debacle with the game with the Dolphins, we were able to go back on the field again. And this time with all the friends and family from those guys from all those podcasts. Those guys were great, man. Sean, you missed out, man. You missed out. We need you next time.
I'll try not to schedule the family time during the Fins Fest next time. I definitely will try that.
You know what I was gonna try to do with you, or I had told Anthony. Anthony, go hit up Sean. I'm gonna try to see if I could find his location, and just drop on his ass and see if we could grab at least a photo with him. But Anthony never did it. He never did it. I was like, God damn
Well,
it.
he was doing something too, though, that day too. I forgot what it was he had to do on Saturday.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, Saturday, the family went to the park, and yeah, so they went and had a good time.
I mean, family always comes first. I've always
Yeah, no, I was really more the driver to make sure to get them up there a long distance, and then they went and handled the park because I would not have been able to make it through Epic with all the stairs and all that stuff. Like usually I troll around on the little bike, cruising Disney.
My only thing was that when I hit up Sean and I asked Sean, I'm like, Sean, are you at the park? He's like, I'm not paying all that money just to walk around. So I was like, what? No rides for Sean. None of that stuff. You're not doing. You don't get any of the rides.
I'm a little big. I got to lose a little more weight, man. The last time I went on there, the buckles didn't buckle. So
What's the weight limit?
I don't know. I just I don't feel comfortable not being buckled in all the way, so I'm not taking a chance.
That makes sense.
I'm not going to be a statistic with Disney.
So let's do this, Sean. Let's do this.
I'm not running no damn 5Ks with you.
Come on, Sean.
Not at all. I ran so much in the military that I got a hole in my kneecap. Well, actually, my femur bone. So I'm done running. I go to the gym. I do the bike. I do the things like that now. And
what about if you power walk it? People were power walking the 5K.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, but the problem with power walking is once you start getting in that groove, man, like then you step too hard and my knee like buckles.
Sean, I'll tell you this. I'll give you this, man. I have 2 messed up knees. I have 2 torn ankles. I have plantar fasciitis.
Wait a minute. Josh was in Orlando and didn't say hi to me. What the hell? What the hell's going on here?
It's because you don't make yourself available out there. All you were doing just staying at home watching football.
Well, I didn't have the vehicle, so I'll Uber to meet somebody, but or they could have came to the crib. I had an Airbnb, man.
You know what? I'm gonna pick up on your offer next time. If I'm not busy. But as I was saying, I have 2 messed up knees. I have 2 torn ankles. I suffer from plantar fasciitis, and yet I was able to finish it. Sean,
kudos to you, dumbass.
Come on, Sean.
Kudos to you.
I'm gonna force. I'm gonna.
You're not gonna force me to do shit.
Every single
I'm
time.
a grown ass man.
Every single time.
You're gonna bully me into something.
I'm gonna bully you. I'm gonna bully you into picking up running.
No, I'll just go to the bowling alley and I'll bowl speed bowl and break some sweat. I'll be good.
Even if it takes me, I have to drive all the way to your house every day and just remind you, hey, are we going to go for a walk? Are we going to go for a run?
Okay. All right. Let me know how it goes. It'll end up well. All right. Also, this Saturday morning, by the way, Crown Jewel happened.
Yes.
And there's a lot of fallout from Crown Jewel, but overall, Frankie, what did you think? Did you ever get a chance, with everything you had going on, did you get a chance to settle down and watch it? Did you watch highlights? How were you able to take in Crown Jewel?
All right, so I was able to watch Crown Jewel, thankfully, because it was in the morning on Saturday. I did the last match between Seth and Cody. I had to watch it on my phone because I was DJing at the time. But I thought Crown Jewel was okay. It wasn't a bad pay-per-view. I was a little bit disappointed with the ending. You guys know that. The ending for me was whack. And I hate the fact that they did what they did on Monday night. They should have done it on the pay-per-view. But I mean,
we'll dive into that in a minute. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But besides that, I thought it was a solid card. I thought the John Cena AJ Styles match was really, really good. And then, funny enough, somebody actually posted it on social media. AJ Styles, you saw how John Cena was giving homage to all these WWE wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Styles was doing the same thing for all the TNA guys, which was amazing. Yeah. So if you didn't pick that up,
what I didn't pick up, I missed it, was the James Storm one. I thought he was doing HBK more than James Storm. I didn't realize James Storms did the stomp like that as well until I saw somebody post that one. And then I didn't know that Kaz did that move beforehand. I forgot that Kaz did that as a finish. Because when he got to AEW, he really didn't use it as a finish. So I was like, oh, a Hangman one? Okay, maybe. I got every other one, but I did not get the James Storm one or the Kaz one.
Very, very nice from those guys. The other matches that were there, Roman, Bronson Reed, good stuff for Bronson to finally win, and it makes sense. Remember, I kind of wanted them. Stephanie Valkyr, again, let's see how Tiffany bounces back from this.
The only thing I want to say on that whole thing is, to me, WWE has never shown that they can the run to get to the title, the chase for the title is always great. But as soon as that person wins a title, the championship reign has not been that good. Tiffany Stratton, Cody Rhodes. I mean, if you look at them.
Well, CM Punk was good.
He had it for 2 minutes, so yeah, it was great.
John Cena was good. Dom?
Wait a minute. Oh, he went to Halloween Horror Nights on Saturday. I was about to say I was out there. No, Saturday night I was at I was at City Walk. We didn't go to we went to the Chocolate Factory on City Walk for dessert on Saturday night.
You went to a chocolate factory. Jesus Christ, Sean.
Yep. I walked my 5K right to the chocolate
How
factory.
are we going to do a 5K if you're eating at a chocolate factory?
I never said I was doing a 5K. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you told me. You told me that earlier at the beginning of the show. People, if you heard it, rewind it. He definitely said it. Hey, hit that like, guys. I know we're trending, so hit that like for us. If you want Sean to run, to walk, and he doesn't even have to run it, walk a 5K, hit that like for me. And I promise you, we're going to make him happen. We're going to grow. We're going to convince him, bro. We're going to convince him. I can't force him. He's true. My words were taken out of context. I can't convince the guy. But we're going to go ahead and convince. And
you're going to get the whole group to bully me. I see how this is going to
be. Come on, Stoney Stanley. I need your help here.
Wow. You get the big man after me. Yeah, I got to do it.
Nothing like your old man.
Old man going after me. I have to do it then, man. So, so far I haven't seen a title reign convince me. And looking at Stephanie Valkyr's, like, okay, it's Roxanne. It's like, I don't see it being that good either, as it goes. I mean, she's a great performer, just like they're all great performers. That's not what I'm getting at. It's just the stories after they win the titles haven't been as good as the story of them getting to the title.
I think the only thing that could save her, because I don't see them putting Rhea Ripley all of a sudden into the title mix just yet. I think the only thing that could save Stephanie Valkyr and push and elevate her is hopefully Liv Morgan comes back, and then we could have her against Stephanie Valkyr. That would be a really good matchup. But if
that lasts 3 months, maybe you could maybe extend it for 3 months, and then hopefully somebody's up by then. Maybe it can be something interesting.
Yeah, maybe you could bring in, maybe by then, hopefully we get Bianca Belair. I'm not sure where she's been. I know she was injured, but
yeah, I thought it was just a finger, but it seems like
it's more.
Like she's been out a while, unless there was more to it than just a finger.
Yeah.
I want to go off of Crown Jewel and what happened Monday night, because for those that don't know, the Vision apparently is no more, as by our title, WWE has no vision.
Thank God.
I look, I'm not saying that it was the greatest thing ever or anything like that, but like this injury has thrown a wrinkle in a lot of the plans and expedited the Braun Breaker turn. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing in the long run, though.
I look, I will say this. We've mentioned it, and I think in our show, and I think we've mentioned it also when we've been guests at other podcast shows. We've always said that the WWE has putting a lot of weight on a lot of the older talent, a lot of the older wrestlers, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar. I think this is a good thing. You need to start bringing some of these younger cats up, and you need to start selling us on them, because these old geezers, I mean, John Cena's out the door. AJ Styles out the door. They're getting up there. Randy Orton, obviously he was out for a long time because of his back issues. So there's a lot of things. CM Punk, you can never tell when he might get hurt or not. Cody Rhodes is having a
They
hell
were
of a run.
doing that underneath the Vision guideline. I mean, I get it. I know you didn't like it at all and everything like that, but to me, it was a buffer to allow Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed still to have errors and it be covered by the Vision. Now, with what happened on Monday night, and I get there's all these rumors about the dumbest one I've heard is Austin Theory is going to come back and be the leader of the group.
Yeah,
If anybody's the leader of the group right now, it's Braun Breaker. Unless you get the other one I heard was Brock Lesnar, which I don't know about that. But one thing that did intrigue me, because somebody took a picture of CM Punk on the ground giggling as they were beating the crap out of Seth Rollins. What if this is a CM Punk ruse? Heyman back with Punk? Because there's going to be a title. I believe there's going to be like a title tournament. What if they end up helping CM Punk become the champion?
My issue here is, how would CM Punk have forgiven Paul Heyman for what he did to him at what was it, at SummerSlam or WrestleMania?
Oh, WrestleMania. He just left everybody at WrestleMania to go with Seth Rollins.
So, like, how has those ties been, kind of resolved?
Maybe they haven't been, but Punk wants the belt.
Yeah, but then what?
So he sells his soul to the devil.
But how would you know if CM Punk would be not in the back of his mind have this feeling that, hey, this guy's gonna backstab me again? If he did it already once, why is he not gonna do it again?
Ultimately, I mean, that's the problem I have with the whole look. Everybody knew the end result of the Vision was going to be Braun Breaker turning on Seth Rollins when it happened. I mean, I think everybody was pretty obvious what it was going to be, the build to it happening further down the road. But now this puts the big hiccup in the Survivor Series. This injury now changes a lot of the creative plans they had, and now you got to find a new champion.
Well, okay. Here's my issue with them gonna do this, because I heard on rumorville is that Seth Rollins is gonna vacate the belt. Is that what you've been hearing? I heard that.
I've heard he's gonna have to vacate because it looks like it's going to be either a rotator cuff tear or a break of like a shoulder joint or something. Yeah. He has messed up his shoulder real bad, pretty bad.
Yes, he has hurt himself really bad to the point where obviously.
And I don't know if there's any way in the storyline where you can write the champion who just got jumped out of his own bet group to where he can keep the belt and like keep a storyline going. Even, I just don't see that. They're going to have to do something.
They are. But I will say this, you do have Braun Breaker, you do have Bronson Reed. I mean, for them, it's very simple. They could either bring somebody to be back to being the leader, or like you said, you could possibly put those two there and then they could add a third person. And then you kind of start wiggling and kind of building like a Judgment Day all over again with those two guys. At the end of the day, though, I am happy that this happened because I felt that the Vision was not a very good faction. This group sucked. I know you said that it was getting, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker some opportunity to, work, and even if they made some mistakes, it was okay. They were still not the leaders out there. Seth Rollins was. I just didn't feel that push. I felt like they were lackluster, man. I felt like Roman was always kicking their ass, and it wasn't.
Well, no, but again, that's good. Because they write Roman as Superman. I mean, again, I said it a couple times. Like when you end up doing street fights and everything, it's still like that's them saying, "Okay, we don't want you to beat Roman clean. Let's make it a street fight, so now you can use whatever the hell you want to use to beat him." It's also in how they creatively push and kind of build those guys. And they did good and they did a lot of harm to me. Like the whole thing with the Roman situation was I get that you want to, but to me, like still even at Crown Jewel, he wins and he blames it on the Usos in a way. It's like, I told you guys not to come help me. I don't want to see you guys till after Christmas, this and that. And then as he's walking away, he's like, I want it to go back to the way it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it still made it about like I mean, it's just I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I felt it helped Bronson Reed. I think it would have hurt him even more.
Oh no,
Would
they
have
would have.
lost
I told you if he lost that match, then burn down the vision. If he would have lost that match, you burn down the vision. That's it. That would have been a telltale sign of what they're going to do. Because there's no way, like you say, I agree 100% with you. If Bronson Reed doesn't win that match, then how do you ever expect him to be seen as anything other than just a big guy going to get jobbed, basically?
Yeah. Yeah. And that again, Josh, you said, what if there's a Shield reunion? The problem there is, again, Roman has to be able to forgive Paul Heyman. So if they're gonna bring somebody else to take over,
No, Roman had to forgive Seth, which would go against everything that the story was giving. Because the whole story is Seth is can't give up with but again, if there's just so much going on right now that I don't know where they go, honestly. This puts a big wrench to me in everything that they were doing, because I think ultimately, like I said, everybody knew Breakker was going to end up doing something to Rollins down the road. It was building to that. You saw him separating from them. You saw it as it went. I felt like it rushed it a little bit too much, but I also understand you got the injured guy. You got to take him out. And I do wonder if it was along the lines of the Cody Rhodes thing. Cody Rhodes, if you remember, tears his pec. The doctor says, well, you can't do any more damage to it. So he goes in and he wrestles a match before he goes in for surgery. Yeah. I'm wondering if they said, okay, can I do some physicality? Because normally, again, it's one of those things to where they don't usually get physical if they're very injured, because you can extend the severity of the injury to be out longer. So to me, it feels like, okay, this one isn't like the knee injury where they faked it and they did everything else. Where, look, I honestly think Seth injured his leg at that moment and they thought it was worse than what it was. They got it checked out and found out it wasn't and was like, okay, let's work it. This, I think, went the other way. They found out it's worse than what they probably thought, because if you saw the video, it looks like he jams his whole, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know what the hell it is. The shoulder blade area actually looks like it comes out of his back in a way. And then it kind of, goes back in, but it was looked pretty gruesome, man, when it happened. So we'll see where it goes from here. But again, I think you have to make a new champion. I think you've ruined the Survivor Series, what was supposed to be. And it makes me wonder, what else changes now with everything that's going on now? Because nobody expected, CM Punk. And to be honest, this was the other thing I want to talk to you about. If they do take the championship off of him, who do you think should get the belt?
Funny enough, I did think about this. And I've been preaching about this, and I've been preaching about it.
Oh, my God. I think we're going to say the same person. I think we're going to say the same person.
And this is what I think they need to do. I don't feel Braun Breaker should be the main guy. I think Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are going to be there. Paul Heyman is going to look for somebody. And the person he needs to go and talk to is none other than Jey Uso. And make Jey Uso the new leader of the Vision.
See, not the guy I thought you were going to go with. Not the guy I thought you were going to go with, actually.
I said Jey Uso, and I would put Jey Uso versus CM Punk at Survivor Series, and now you make Jey Uso a heel, which is what he has kind of been
leaning toward.
Leaning here and
He's
there.
He's turning into Roman. He's slowly turning into what Roman was.
And what better way to be the next Roman if you take over the same route that he kind of did with Paul Heyman? Now he has the wise men. Yeah. He takes his wise men. He takes Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. There's your three guys right there. And then now you could put Roman, and Roman will now have to pick up who's going to team up with him. So maybe Cody, maybe CM Punk, maybe some of those guys. And then now you have your Survivor Series saved up. Again, you got Jey Uso, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and then they would have to find a fourth member. Hopefully it's not Austin.
Well, they're going to do 5. They said they're going to do a 5-man teams this time for Survivor Series. So.
I mean, but that's what I think. I don't know about you.
That's
Maybe
interesting. I wasn't thinking of anybody turning to necessarily join Heyman in them for the title tournament, because I think it's going to be done pretty quickly. But I was thinking, what better time to, and Josh kind of took my thunder there, LA Knight. If it's CM Punk against LA Knight for the title and you come out and you cost CM Punk and LA Knight wins the title that way, this would be a great way to give him a title in a way, you know what I'm saying? And then ultimately you can flip it off of him whenever you want. But now would be one of those ways to where you can put it on him and you're not necessarily beating necessarily Seth Rollins, CM Punk. You're also adding on to another storyline. But if they want to go the route of that is a damn good idea there, Frankie.
Either or, man. Notice how we both went with guys that have been messing around with CM Punk, right?
Yeah.
So
or they're in the title picture already, so it makes more sense than being like, hey, all of a sudden Gunther comes back and he's in a championship match or something. Like
it would be wrong, I think, in my opinion, to put Gunther. I mean, you could put Brock Lesnar, but then again, you're relying heavily on the old geezers to carry it.
And what do you do with, like, who the hell wants to wrestle Brock Lesnar for the title? Who's lining up to be like, I want a chance at Lesnar?
I mean, look at people saying that they wanted John Cena was asking for Brock Lesnar and stuff, and now all of a sudden, look, you see, he's nowhere near. Like, that's not going to be his final match anymore or anything like that.
That sucks, man. I feel like they threw away that match. It shouldn't have been Lesnar. If you're going to do the way they did it, why give Lesnar that match? It could be in anybody in that position.
Well, you saw The Rock. The Rock came out on I think on one of the podcasts saying that he wanted a shot against John Cena. So that could be a banger of a fight too.
No, I mean it'd be good, man. And then somebody said it'd be the Battle of the Goats or something. And you know what? Real quick, let me jump into this whole John Cena craze that happened this morning.
Okay.
Pre-sale tickets go on sale this morning at 10 a.m. 55,000 people in the queue.
Jesus.
By the way, I believe most of the tickets are sold out now. We're on the secondary market. The cheapest you'll get is $200 in the rafters.
And this is for what event?
John Cena, Saturday Night Main Event, final match.
That's taking place where?
Washington, D.C.
Yes, Washington, D.C. Correct.
Yep.
Yeah. Were you one of the 55 people?
No. Listen, man. I put on somebody's quote tweet. I said, you want to know why TKO keeps raising prices? Because you get 55,000 people in a queue not giving a damn.
It's disgusting.
Dude, how the hell? I mean, man. They were the only tickets remaining, I believe, when some of the people were getting there were the ones between 1,500 and 4,600 in the front row areas. Like, what the hell are we doing here? I don't want to hear people complaining about pricing if you're going to have 55,000 people lined up to pay the pricing. Like, you're telling them exactly. It's just like, whatever you do, we're still going to be there.
Yeah, man, it's terrible that the fans are just being sold on this, and it's annoying because when you look back, I mean, I saw a post where it says like WrestleMania back in in the 90s and then the 2000s, and you see the drastic change sitting front row, and it's gonna keep getting worse because there's a lot of fans that just keep splurging the money like if it's all gravy. And man, at the end of the day, it's greed.
So it's Wheezy Blonde on Twitter. She's a great follow if you want to hear about wrestling, and she does the watch-alongs and things like that. She tweeted out at 10:40. This was the tickets that were left. Official Platinum, $3,304 for a ticket. Andrew Baidala put in the current pre-sale allotment for John Cena's final match sold out within minutes, except for platinum tickets. Some lower 100 tickets, non-platinum and non-center seats were priced at $460 per ticket after fees. After current allotment of platinum tickets available is on the floor, ranging from $1,657 to $4,135 per ticket.
Jesus.
And then I took a picture of some of the people that are putting. This is at 11:11 a.m. I don't know when they actually did the queue picture. 50,550 in the queue there. WrestleVotes put a few minutes after 10 a.m. There were over 45,000 people in the Ticketmaster queue attempting to purchase tickets to John Cena's final match. That's roughly 3 times the amount of people the Capital One Arena can hold.
This is ridiculous, man.
And then Andrew Bidala also put out, and this was before they went live at 10, currently 57,325 online virtually for Cena's final match in DC. Could have more than likely sold out a stadium.
Wow.
Yep.
They should have. They missed an opportunity there. They're agreed.
Yeah. Well, you don't expect, honestly, because I agree. I saw somebody put in there that this whole night should just be about Cena. 2 hours. It should be like a retrospect, some people talking about Cena, a celebration of Cena, the match, and then a kind of like a leave it in the ring promo, however you want to do it, his final promo as a WWE superstar.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go that far. But this is John Cena's night, apparently.
Yeah. No. You know what they should do is have just John Cena make the card, whatever matches he wants to see. Leave up to him. Let him book the whole night. Oh, don't make it storylines, nothing. John Cena's matches he wanted to watch.
I mean, how much more can they do for him? Like, Jesus Christ! Like, look, I'm a Cena fan, not a big Cena fan. I'm more of a Thugonomics fan, but you know.
Oh, dude, you just gave me an idea. We should see Ruthless John Cena in a match, Thugonomics John Cena in a match, the Hustle Loyalty John Cena in a match, Heel John Cena in a match, and then end it with Hustle Loyalty and Respect John Cena once again.
I mean, I don't know if his body's gonna be able to take all those matches, but yeah, that's not a. I think the fans would
Take
probably
on Tozawa in one of them.
There you go. You can take it easy on some of these. No Doubt says should have put the 5K on a credit card and rocked an SCD shirt in the front row. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of the.
Listen, that's not in the Squared Circle Digest budgeting. The marketing campaign does not have 5K.
But not 5K. If you want to,
right. No doubt, you're right. We could throw Juan Cena in there to take on El Grande Americano.
That is true. That is definitely true. Or El Hijo de Wagner Jr. He's been having some beef over there in NXT. But yeah, we can't. But if you want to help us out, you could send a super chat, and we'll be more than happy to go ahead and build a jar, and hopefully we could get that 5.
Well, I don't think they can't super chat yet. I need to get to 1,000.
Oh,
I tell you what, if I get to 2,000 subscriptions, I'll train for a 5K.
Damn, are you serious? All right.
I'm dead serious.
I'm gonna have to come up.
Dead serious. If I get to 2,000 subscriptions, I will train to go for a 5K. I might walk it, but I will do a 5K at 2,000 subscriptions.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to create 2,000 bots, like 2,000 different profiles, and get.
No, we only need like 1,070 something.
Okay. So I gotta do 1,070 something. I'll work on it. I'll definitely do maybe 50 this week, another 50 the other, and then everybody on X. I need you guys to come and support. Come over to the YouTube page and sign up, and hopefully I can knock it down to. Okay, the goal will be maybe 1,000. If I could get 1,000, then I think we're Gucci. I'm gonna push for it. Gotta work hard, man. That's a lot of emails I gotta fake create.
It's a lot of fake emails you gotta create.
That's a lot of fake emails I gotta create. But I could do it. I could do it.
Oh, I know you can do it, my man. You always come through, Frankie. You come through, buddy.
I make it happen, my friend.
You do. All right, so we covered 2 of the topics. You know what? We'll just do the WWE stuff, and then we'll go to AEW at the end.
Sure.
WWE had some releases. One that caught everybody's eye was Ridge Holland Why? Because he's injured. He was injured in TNA, broken foot. He won't be able to wrestle again for about 6 or 7 months. His contract expires in November. They will not renew it. And then recently, Kylie Ray, I believe, is the young lady. Let me make sure I have this right. Yeah, Kylie Ray. She was on WWID, and now she's expecting her second child, and she no longer has a WWE ID contract, as that has been, she's been released from that. So, you have a company that's talking about record profits, and then you're releasing a wrestler who is injured. And a lot of people were like, oh, this wouldn't happen in Vince McMahon. But again, the problem is this. This isn't Vince McMahon, VKM's WWE anymore, man. This is corporate greed. This is, think about this. This is the same company that handles UFC, who puts people in there to beat the crap out of each other and then says, hey, here's your $2,500 payday for losing. Or whatever, whatever the deal is. I mean, it's not like they care. TKO does not care, man. And this is more proof because, again, back in the day, they're not going to release him. They might not renew his contract, and they are paying for his rehab and all his treatments. They are covering that. But you're talking about a guy with kids and a wife that has a broken foot going for treatment that will have no job, basically. And then you have a young lady who's going on her second child, I believe they said. And she now has, again, I don't know what they do outside of. I don't know what their backup plans were or anything like that. But this is something that usually, I say, doesn't happen like that. Now, they could have kept Ridge Holland. This is the part that I would ask somebody. Okay, so it's better for them to keep him until he heals up and then cut him? Because either way, you're going to get rid of him, right? I mean, it's like, okay, Ridge, we're going to pay you. But I guess because you get your downside, at least you're making money for the 6 months you can't wrestle.
Yeah.
Until you can, at least go. So, I mean, in that realm, I guess, you can look at that. But the problem is, damn corporate greed, bro. I mean, TKO is nothing but greed.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of grimy that they went ahead and they did that to those two. But like you said, it's all about the money. It's all about them trying to get the most out of their buck. And if just like in any other big sport, like you just finished using the UFC as a good comparison, how many times did they try to increase the bonus like bonuses that they would give for like knockout of the night or match of the night and all that stuff, and they still haven't, and how many times have you seen in the NFL and in basketball and all that stuff, when a player is pretty much useless for them, they just release them and call it a day. Now the only difference here is obviously Rich Holland didn't make that much money, like not like a Cody Rhodes or something like that probably would be making a lot of money, and then it wouldn't impact him so much.
Yeah.
I think that's where you, as a wrestler, have to kind of find out what really you're made of when you go in to sign your paperwork, and what guarantees and what leverage you have. And I respect the people that have gone ahead and said, screw you guys, I'm moving on, because they're noticing the bigger picture. They're noticing that, hey, these people don't care. So I need to care about myself, just like in any other sport, just like in college football, college basketball, and the NFL. Who's going to take care of myself? Because you're not. I get injured. You could cut me, and then I'm screwed. I'm out. So like the carrying crosses in the world and stuff like that, who said, screw you, I'm not going to sign up. And I think you're going to start seeing that more often when contracts are up, because at the end of the day, you're also seeing this. You're seeing what TKO is all about. Hey, man, we're going to let you go no matter what. I don't give a damn. I don't care about you. So,
well, the thing is, though, is, again, and I do not mean this as any slap to Ridge Holland. It's Ridge Holland.
True, but
are they doing this to other people? Again, I go back to what even with VKM, if you were making him money, he's not letting you go. If he thought he was going to make money, squeeze some money out of you, more than likely he's not letting you go. That's the thing here is, and they're
I don't think
away,
so. I don't
they're
think
walking away now from better money, but also Karrion Kross stood up for his wife. That was the main thing.
But Karrion Kross wasn't making money for them. He had hell of a sales.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, what was the difference between what he's asking and what he's making?
I don't know. It must have been. It wasn't.
I mean, he's doing great in merchandise, but was anybody going to buy a pay-per-view to see him? Was anybody buying a ticket to go and see Karrion Kross? And I don't mean it because I honestly think there's a hidden agenda there, and Karrion Kross is still under contract. I'll find out this Saturday. If he doesn't show up at WrestleDream, he's still under a WWE deal somewhere, somehow.
I think
he's been wrestling only hand-picked opponents. Matt Cardona, all the guys that were under WWE deals or TNA deals is who he's been working. It's almost like they're hand-picking what he's doing. And again, I could be 100% wrong, but to me it feels like there's more to this situation.
And Adrian actually points out a point. They're like, a lot of people don't care about Ridge Holland. I will say this: Ridge Holland had a hell of a ride in NXT. He was very, very strong in NXT.
The thing was, every time he got to that point, something would break. He was injured, and then he'd get up, and then he'd get injured again. He just came back from injury. And then he went to TNA, and he broke his foot.
I mean, hopefully the guy is able to bounce back and find somewhere where he's going to be able to do
his look and his power, and he understands the business. Yes, I agree. And yes, it is a shitty move, but also it's a business move. If you're not bringing in what you're getting out, I mean, at some point you got to make a move. Unfortunately, man, I get it. It's shitty, but it's business.
I mean,
and to be honest, like, let me ask you this, Frankie, because you watch this stuff. What would you have offered Ridge Holland to keep him in WWE with what he's done? What would be your offer?
I don't know, man. I mean, I wouldn't pay him a lot because I'm still 50-50 on him. I know his potential, but like you said, he does get injured, and then he obviously injured Big E. He ended his career pretty much. So that all plays a part as to how much I'm willing to pay for this guy. So who knows what I mean, who knows what he's gonna get in the market. If I'm the other wrestling companies, I would offer him something because I think there's potential there.
I would give him something along the lines. Yes, I would take a jump at him and see what you can do with him because he looks like a freaking monster, man.
He looks fit, man.
If you put him in a right gimmick, you might be able to get something out of him. A bodyguard type thing, like what they did with Wardlow. If you just stand him back there in a suit and tie, just standing behind somebody.
Yeah.
You know, you can make it work.
But I will say this: there are wrestlers out there that are like not making a lot of noise, but they still find a way to sign with WWE. Look at Santos Escobar; he wasn't making that much noise in WWE, but
he was leaving. He had left WWE for 24 hours. He was out,
and then they offered him a contract.
They offered him more again. But here's my other thing.
Must have happened in that case.
Let me ask you this, and again, nobody has answered this yet, and I've seen it all across. Andrade shows up on that Dynamite, right?
Yeah.
Where's he been since?
Well, I heard a rumor about that there was some issues with him showing up in AEW. Like he wasn't supposed to show up.
That might be because most of the time, if you're on a main roster deal, it's 90 days.
Yeah, I have read something about
I don't know what happened. But again, he was fired. He wasn't released. He was fired. I don't know if that changes the complexity of the contract because he was let go for reasons, whatever the thing was. It wasn't like we wish Andrade, on his future endeavors. It was get the hell out of here. So,
yeah. But yeah, there was I've been reading. I don't know exactly word for word.
Yeah, again, that's the problem though. Is like there's so much going around. Like there's so many stories. I don't know what the hell's true and what's not.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, again, All I know is if you're a wrestler and you're given the opportunity to go ahead and join and sign with WWE, just read your contract and make sure you try to get the most out of you can, because as you could tell, TKO is not giving a damn. Triple H doesn't give a
Yeah,
damn.
but
Stephanie
again,
McMahon don't give a damn.
yeah,
They don't give
the
a damn.
problem with that, Frankie, is unless you're like the Ricky Starks, Saints, Jordan Grace, Ethan Page, those guys coming in, most of the time you're going to get peanuts, man. You're going to get peanuts.
So then don't sign up with WWE right away. Build your character, build your profile, build your image to get to that level of Ricky Saints, to get to that
I mean,
level of these other people, Ethan Page, and then once you've built your way up, then you could go ahead and you have more flexibility. You have more say in
I
what
think
you
the
want in your
best
contract.
route to go is your indies,
Yeah,
then jump to MLW or NWA, one of those two, then work your way to TNA, and then get some TV time there, and then let it be known that way. I think those have always worked out the best. Or if you get the chance, Jade Cargill, AEW. I mean, if those spots happen, few and far between. But if you do get that opportunity, you're gonna grow up on national TV. So that's the problem that a lot of people do, which works good and bad, because if it does work out for you, then when you go out into the indie world, you can probably put a price on whatever you want.
exactly.
And that's why a lot of people usually sign with WWE NXT, because now their name is known a little bit. They get some TV time, and now when you get thrown on the thing, you're formerly known as Wes Lee of NXT, even though he was known before he went over there. So it's one of those things. It's going to be very interesting to see. Again, as the greed grows, 55,000 people in a queue. I don't see the greed stopping anytime soon.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. And at the end of the day, you got to look out for yourself. So I agree with you. If I was young and I really wanted to be a wrestler, I worked my way through the indies. I would even go overseas and try out overseas, get a name for myself out there.
It's difficult unless you have somebody. I mean, you can get over there, but you have to again, back in the day, you used to have to know somebody that would vouch. Then you'd go over there and make your name. Either they would watch you in the dojo. If they like you, they bring you back. But again, nowadays it's a lot different than what it used to be. So there's always that opportunity to take that thing. Two more topics to go, both AEW related. The Rock and Wrestling Rager at Sea, the Chris Jericho Cruise, November 7th through the 11th, 2026. Miami to the Bimini Bahamas, baby. It is ready to be booked. And you know what, Frankie?
We're going to be there. No.
We will be there. Yes, we will be there. I'm right there with the Squared Circle Die, just hanging off the boat on the life raft behind the cruise ship. We'll be doing live broadcast as we head over to the Bimini Bahamas. No, the interesting thing is I lied to you, Frankie, also on the thing. There is somebody from AEW.
Really? They finally put somebody on there?
On the cruise. Yes. It is Lacey Lane. She's now signed to AEW. That used to be Chance from what is it? Carter and Chance.
Yeah.
That tag team. They're both booked. Lacey Lane is now signed with AEW. So technically, there is an AEW wrestler on the cruise.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, compare. I mean, she just signed with AEW. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody's. I didn't even know she was signed to AEW. So this is a sign. This is a sign that Chris Jericho ain't re-signing with AEW. Plus, we haven't seen Chris Jericho at all in AEW.
Think about this. This is the end of November, and Adrian, I'm sorry I missed the weekend, my man. This is the end of next year, November 7th through the 11th, 2026. This isn't like happening. Usually the cruises happen in February, March. Because that's when AEW comes to Florida. Spring break and things like that. So here is the list of the wrestlers so far named to go on the cruise. The Regent of the Rager, Chris Jericho. VIPs at Sea, Jeff Hardy. Soraya. The Great Muda.
The Great Buddha.
The Sovereign Sailors. Dave LaGreca. Nick Nemeth. Bully Ray.
Oh, there you go.
Sorceress of the Sea. You know her as Cora Jade. She is now Elena Black.
Wow.
The Master of Mirth, Brad Williams, will be there. Him and his comedic prowess.
Nice.
The Prime Passengers. Ted DiBiase. Carlito. Shotzi Blackheart. Fred Ottman. You might know him as the Shockmaster. Vampiro. Marcus Bagwell. The Blue Meanie. AJ Francis. Natalia Markova. Victoria Crawford. Kid Chocolate, Mo Jabari. Indy Hartwell. The aforementioned Lacey Lane. Casey Catanzaro. Ricky Knight Jr. Sonny Ono. Chris Van Fleet. Gabby Laspisa. And then they've got the Iron Maidens will be on the cruise. That is the female band. I think O has talked about them on the show. They are actually going to be on the cruise with Fozzy and some other bands. I don't know them. I'm just going to talk the wrestling because that's what I know. I don't know the music that well, but I did hear of the Iron Maidens. Interesting. I don't know that you're going to see a lot of wrestling on this cruise. You used to have the AEW shows. They would do periodic shows like matches. I don't know. I guess there's a few there that will wrestle, but
That's a stacked lineup, though.
it's a lot different than other cruises. It's a great crew. Don't get me wrong, but Fred Ottman's not getting in the ring to wrestle. I mean, he might trip over something and fall through. He might sink the ship. I don't know what's going to happen with the Shockmaster on board.
I think what you need to do there is like have like different concepts for each one. Like Elena Black, you know she's doing really well for OnlyFans, so maybe she has like an OnlyFans experience at the cruise. I would be there.
Of course you would, Frankie. Of course you would.
Don't you think that's a great idea?
You go to the after the ship. It's the OnlyFans section. No kids past this section.
No kids, absolutely not. No, Elena Black, you're
actually,
off
I
for
don't think
me.
there's kids on this cruise, actually, now I think about it. I believe it's just adults. Because even when AEW did it, there was a lot of cursing and things like that. So maybe I guess you know what you're setting yourself up for, but I don't remember seeing any kids per se on the cruise.
I mean, he brought a lot of people, but it just sucked because, like you said, I don't think there's going to be that much wrestling. I think it's just more like signing autographs.
Yeah, it'd be like going to a convention. When you go to the convention, you get all the big, the former wrestlers that were there, and man, I mean, again, there are going to be some podcasts. Talk is Jericho. There's some.
Well, that's one thing they could definitely do. So they could do like signings, and then another one would be like when they have like a seminar where people can ask questions and stuff like that. And
I know they do that stuff where they'll have like, and I just wonder now if they're gonna have set up more like a question and answer. Paige is also doing her. I'm sorry, Soraya is also doing her.
Look at that, perfect.
Podcast,
Only fans, Elena Black and Soraya. I'm signing up just for those two.
Let me see here. Join the pre-sale. Should I join the pre-sale?
Only if they guarantee us OnlyFans in that boat. But it's only you have to be included. You know why that ship is not gonna do so well? Because the great Sean Stanley is not part of that crew. That's the reason why. If they had Drew there, why do they have La Greca in there? Get that guy out of there. Put him
Doing Bustin' Open Radio live from the ship.
Oh my god.
And by the way, if you book your cabin now, all cabins booked during the pre-sale will get a photo with Chris Jericho.
Damn, that's a lot of photos. Now, the question is, what is he gonna be like posing, wearing? Where is it? What's the backdrop? Like,
if you could do it, like, do you get to take the with Y2J? Is it break the walls down? Is it the list? Is it the learning tree? Is it inner circle? Like what are we doing? He's gonna have a whole bunch of props there.
I like that. I would. What would you pick? I wouldn't do anything with WWE.
I want the list. I want the list, dude. I loved him when he did that. That or the learning tree with a little bit of the list kind of together. One of
I'm
those
the learning tree guy,
like
man.
that, man. Like those two are the great because everything would be just something stupid.
I like the
It's
inner
like,
tree. I like the learning tree and the inner circle. I like those two.
well, I like the inner circle just because of the crew that was around him. I thought that was his best like crew.
And he has to bring
Me.
back his entrance. So
Yeah.
he would have to. So when whatever character he decides to take a photo with you, he gets presented with the music of that character. That'd be pretty cool.
No doubt there's gonna be a photo of Chris Jericho on your bed when you get back to the cabin.
I mean, I'm
With
telling you,
chocolates.
I wouldn't be surprised because imagine he gets a good turnout. Like, damn, that guy's gonna be tired as hell. That guy's gonna be working his ass off,
Yeah.
taking photos of everybody. But I mean, it is his cruise. I wonder how much money he makes off of this cruise. And how many years has this been going for? It's been going for
This is
quite
the
some time
seventh
now.
one. This will be the seventh one.
Wow, he's been going at it for a while. Hopefully, he doesn't burn himself out. I don't know if you heard the Booker T thing. Was it Booker T? No, it was DDP. DDP was talking about it. How he was saying that the reason Hulk Hogan unfortunately passed away was because he was overworking himself,
Well,
doing
yeah,
so much stuff.
because his people just kept pushing him though, man. That's again, your inner circle has to like your tight inner circle should not be the ones pushing you to do more because they're trying to make more off your name when they know they're just doing stuff for paydays, knowing you're basically killing yourself.
Okay, but hold on a
Like,
second
that's
here.
just like
Hulk Hogan is a grown ass man,
he is.
and, he has the right to tell himself, "Hey, I
But how
can't
many
handle it, I
times?
can."
How many times have you like heard stories of like Hogan being, as far as wanting the money? Like if he knew he had a way to get money, it seemed like he would go that way. There's a reason he went to the NWO. Like he saw like, oh, this is gonna be another payday. I can reinvent myself. I can make more money. I can change my logo. I won't be red and yellow anymore. I'll be black and white. I can make all new shirts. Oh my goodness, it sounds like an NFL team, doesn't it?
I think the problem too, Sean, is that a lot of wrestlers, no disrespect to the wrestlers, but and it's similar to the UFC fighters too, and in any sport. Let's put all of them all together, man. I think the problem is a lot of these guys and gals have a hard time walking away from this business, and they feel like, hey, I still got it in me, and I think Hulk Hogan is another example. Look at Sabu when Sabu was
Yeah,
wrestling
but I
in his
mean,
age, and then he
but
passed
Hogan
away.
wasn't wrestling. I mean, he was having back issues and things to where he should be resting, and they were sending him on world tours. Like I mean, he wasn't going to wrestle.
No, but
I agree
dude,
with
he
you.
was-
I
he had a-
agree with you. I agree with you. Where
He had a
you know,
schedule, bro.
huh?
He had a full schedule, bro. The guy was
Yeah.
working his ass off. He had his
Yes,
he had
because
his
the people-
restaurants. He had his shows. He was promoting the
Yes.
beer. He was
Yep,
doing
the
the
wrestling, the
he
new
was doing-
wrestling federation that was supposed to start.
he was doing the thing with Eric Bischoff. He was
Yeah,
doing a
that's
whole
the
bunch of stuff.
rest-
Yeah,
Real American wrestling,
yeah. It was
Raw.
you do all that stuff, you're gonna burn yourself out. You're not young, man. You got to take it
Yes.
slow.
And I agree
easy.
with you. But also you have to remember too. A lot of the older school guys, they didn't make $10 million a year just to wrestle.
No, but Hulk Hogan is big, bro. Hulk Hogan has some money. Unless he
Yes, but you
unless he
still
sucks
had to
at
work
managing
your
money.
ass off to get the crowd there to make the money that he made. Hulk Hogan couldn't just, maybe as he got older and later in the career and when he went to WCW, then the contract was guaranteed. But in the earlier days, he had to wrestle 300 days a year because the crew that was with Hogan was the crew making money.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how those guys, the livelihoods were based on, like, you worked to get your ass into the Hogan card. Because if you didn't, you were probably making good money, but you weren't making the money they were making over in the Hulk Hogan house,
Yeah, but
the cards they were making.
But let me ask you this: like, even if we take into consideration some of the more modern wrestlers that are getting up there in age, like for example, the Chris Jerichos. Look at Chris Jericho. How old is he? Look how much he does. He has a lot. I mean, and just maybe a year ago, he was wrestling in AEW. So like, you have a lot of stuff going on. It's just not because, hey, back in the day, Hulk Hogan, they didn't pay as much and all that stuff. And no, these guys get so intense and so into the wrestling, just like any one of us.
Because what I'm saying though is that they're used to having to work all the time to get the thing that they can't stop it. They're always in character. Ric Flair, the biggest one of them all. For good or bad, he's always Ric Flair. That's when you see him, that's what you get. Because they think that's what the moneymaker is.
I mean, I just feel like some of these guys need to take it easy, bro. And the problem is they don't. They feel like, hey, I gotta keep going. That way I could keep making more money off of myself and stuff like that. If they were a little bit more smarter, they would invest their money in certain things where they don't have to do all that. Again, maybe he had money saved up. Maybe he had a lot of good. He was wealthy and stuff. And maybe he just did it because he loved it. Sometimes there's a lot of people out there, and you don't even have to be famous, that can't stand to just stay at home and just chill. I mean, I'll give you a perfect example. I don't want to blast her out there, but my mom is that type of person who's like, I gotta be moving, I gotta keep be doing something instead of just staying at home, and that could jeopardize her in the long run because at the end of the day, you burn yourself out and you need some rest. You've been working your ass off for how many years? Yeah, chill out, man. Enjoy life, man. Hulk Hogan should have been enjoying life. Yeah, you could do a beer here and there, but I don't know, man. Maybe it sucks that, like you said, his people around him didn't guide him the right way, and then obviously he himself did not go ahead and make the right choice by slowing down. That's something you have to do, but I can understand why it's so hard because this is your life, right? You've been involved in wrestling one way or the other, so it's gonna never stop. You never want it to stop. That's the problem. Sean, did you freeze on me, bruh?
No. I'm looking up something right now.
While you're looking that up, there's also another topic. I didn't mention it to you, but I did look it up.
I told you. What did I tell you? I'm going to scold you right here on air. What did I tell you?
That you were going to do the 5K run.
See, I always knew. Wax build up will kill you. Wax build up will kill you. We get the 2000. We get the 2000.
I'm not gonna drop it. So one thing I do want to say is that and I read it, is that Booker T is criticizing people because he says that Stephanie Valkyrie has superseded Julia in the WWE world. And he is criticizing Julia for not stepping it up and catching up to Stephanie Valkyrie and getting to her level. Because if you remember, these two girls made it into the WWE world in NXT. And while they were in NXT, both of them were very, very popular on the NXT market. But now that they're in the WWE brand, it looks like Julia has taken a drastic fall compared to Stephanie Valkyrie. I mean, we just saw Stephanie Valkyrie go at it in a pay-per-view or a live premium event with the other champion, Tiffany Stratton. And I know Julia is she's the United States champion, but it just seems like they kind of brushed her off on her shoulders. Do you blame her for not being able to get to the next level and keep that momentum like Stephanie Valkyrie was able to do after they left NXT? Or do you blame the writers for kind of pushing her to the side and not helping her get to where we want her to see?
I think it falls on both. It falls on Julia for allowing the writers to have nothing for her. But then when I say that, in the same breath, I think of an Alexa Bliss quote. She was on a podcast, and they asked, how did you and Charlotte get together? And she said, well, creative handed me a list of talent that they didn't have anything creatively to go with, and Charlotte's name was on the list. So I said, hey, it'd be fun to do something with that. So if you can't find something for Charlotte Flair to do, how are you going to find something for Julia to do?
I mean, that's tough. But remember, Alexa Bliss has been in the WWE world for how long? I think,
but they were both on the list without anything going on.
Yeah,
Because
but
again,
I think
when they do the creative, they look at, okay, what is our goal? Our goal used to be, this is how it used to be. I don't know if it's this way anymore.
Okay.
Our goal is to get to WrestleMania. Who's going to be in the WrestleMania events? Okay, then we have to go and we have to build them up through the months leading up to where when they finally get to that WrestleMania moment, they're at their high point. We can't burn them out early. We can't overuse them. We can't do anything else. But tell me, how do you have Alexa Bliss, returning from injury, by the way, Charlotte Flair, and there was other names on this list. She didn't get into detail because she went into how her and Charlotte, but she said there was at least 8 women on this list that they handed her to go over, like what to do something with. Like I can't. I get it. SmackDown's only 2 hours long. Raw's only 2.5 hours long. But you can't sit there and blame it on the talent all the time when, yes, they're at fault because apparently she's not doing anything to catch creative's eye or Triple H's eye or anybody's eye to be like, why don't we have anything for her? That I can put on Julia because I think she got comfortable. She's on TV. Yeah. She's not being pushed on TV, but she's on TV. And I think she said, okay, at least I'm on TV doing what I love to do. And she wanted to be in WWE, whereas Stephanie Vaquera, I think, said, this has always been my dream. I want to be the best at it. And she's taken steps up, but also they haven't stopped anything. Because, for instance, we talked about this the other night. This was the match where you could have sent somebody out, cost Stephanie Vaquera to make an angle for her and her title. Instead, you had her basically go out there and job the other champion. And now what? Like, I don't know. Like, I get it. She's got the rocket strapped onto her back. But as I said, Tiffany's title run has been poo-poo. Cody's poo-poo. Seth, he took it from CM Punk before he could have his run. Seth's hasn't been anything exciting to write home about for the month and a half that he had the title. So, like, just because you get the title, like, I don't think that it's a great thing either. Like, it's creatively.
I feel this. I agree with you that it's hand in hand. And in addition to what you said, that she hasn't gone ahead and possibly done anything to wow Triple H or the writers. She's also hasn't, I don't think I have, or at least I haven't noticed, where she's possibly learning English a lot better as well, because that's a huge part. I think Stephanie Vaquera has been doing her best to try to learn English because she wants to win the audience over. And you could speak Spanish, but you also need to learn how to be able to speak in English. I think it's going to get you further. Here's my issue, though, with the writers, because you're asking Alexa Bliss. They gave her a list. She's like, okay, I could work with any of these girls. I think Alexa Bliss has gained or has earned the right to kind of pick and choose who they want. And they're going to listen to her because of her track record showing that she's been a great wrestler for years to come. They don't know Julia. So we don't know if Julia is even being given a list of wrestlers to be able to do that. And second of all, we don't even know if maybe if they did give her a list, that they would even care to actually listen to her opinion on it as well, because she hasn't earned that same right like Alexa Bliss has because of their tenure.
Okay, so, then I ask you this. What has Stephanie done?
Stephanie must have gone ahead and given a hand job to Triple H. Because Triple H,
is he on the OnlyFans cruise there?
Jesus, because Triple H is in love with that girl. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to throw out stuff, but whatever. I have no problem. I'm not sugarcoating anything. I mean, when the guy was like giving her the damn title, it looked like he was ready to pop kiss her right there in front of everybody. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
2 names I heard are going to get a push next year. One is one of the people we're talking about right now, and the other is Lyra Valkyria. I heard they're set for big pushes in 2026.
Damn.
Which is Julia and Lyra. So, again, I mean, I get it. Maybe now this is, again, when Booker T says stuff, I take it with a grain of salt because I feel like he's setting it up for that now. Okay. Now, guess what? Were we talking about Julia a week ago? Or were we talking about Julia 2 weeks ago?
No.
Now Julia's going to get talked about because Booker T has brought her up, and then now it starts pushing things out.
Yeah, I want to reiterate what he said because he did mention.
Yeah,
I had read it wrong.
Remember this: Triple H, Booker T canceled his event that was scheduled for Saturday, December 13th, and moved it to Saturday, December 20th, because he said no wrestling show should be on the same date as John Cena retirement match.
All right, so this is what he said. I want to clarify because I thought he had bad mouth Julia, but he actually didn't. This is what he said. He said it on the Hall of Fame podcast.
Mhm.
They said, I don't think Julia needs to do anything to catch up. It's not a race from that perspective. I don't think they're competing from that perspective. I think both of those ladies have come over here to WWE and they've done great. Just like Io Sky. They've done great being able to work within the universal language, which is the squared circle, going out there and making people go, oh, I really, really like this person here. And then he continues by saying, this is like what I said. This is like what I did in the ring. And then Bad Bunny came over and he liked Booker T because he watched me as a kid. He didn't even speak English, but he understood the universal language of going out there and performing. That right there is a no miss. I get him. I get him. But there's a reason why Stephanie Valkyrie is bigger right now. And we just proved it. It's the fact that she's gone ahead and wowed some other people. And I'll never forget this. I know you're not a big fan of Maven's podcast, but one thing that Maven has always said in his podcast is that he wishes that every time he had an opportunity to showcase himself, that he
Yeah.
would have gone ahead and done more. And behind the scenes, he wishes he would have been able to go ahead and learn more. Maybe Julia, you're not. Again, I'm just it's just an assumption. I'm not accusing her of that, of her work ethic or anything like that. But maybe we're seeing that from Stephanie Valkyrie, and we're not seeing that from Julia. Will You said that there might be a chance that they might push her. So will there be any change? We'll have to see. But as of right now, at the way we're looking at it, it looks like Julia, in my opinion, is not gonna get to that level. And I have a feeling she might eventually get cut after a year or
Ooh.
so. Julia.
Oh my God, you're on your mind, bro. You're
No.
on your mind. Here's the problem.
No.
Also, here's the other thing. You can't bring both them women up and make them your like champions right away. Like
I'm not saying she's a champion right away, but you don't think it would have been a really good storyline now to put Julia versus Stephanie Valkyrie? That would have been a good match. It
no, that was
happened in
NXT. That just happened in NXT at the end of it. That's why Julia came up here, man. Like again,
we saw Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch in NXT. We saw Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez plenty of times.
Not less than 2 months after you saw it on NXT.
But we've seen it. We've seen it.
I get that. You've seen all of this stuff, man. There's only so many women that they can go against. But they just had the thing. She was the one that ended Julia's streak. Stephanie Valkyrie. Then Julia moved up to the roster. Then Stephanie Valkyrie finished up her thing, lost to JC Jane, and then she came up. But you can't bring them both up and strap them with the world titles. You can only strap the rocket on one person at a time. And right now it's on Stephanie Valkyrie.
But I'm not saying that you could strap them both at the same time, but that's what they did. They gave them both titles. What they should have done is they should have made
gave her
Julia
the
a
US
heel.
title, which is like a participation trophy.
Damn, the disrespect. Jesus Christ. So participation trophies for her, for Chelsea. Anybody who has a USA belt is a participation trophy.
Well, I mean, you're not in the title picture, right? You're not the next number one contender.
No, but
So what is it? It's a okay, we need another champion so that we can advertise championship matches on TV each week, and we need somebody good or entertaining to hold on to the title. And that's what they've done because Julia can work with anybody. You can throw anybody in there and she can work their style. There's no way that she's going to be cut within a year unless she decides that, you know what? I don't like the way this is going. WWE, TKO will not cut her. Now,
how big is the contract?
Resign,
when is the contract
I will
up?
agree that.
When is her contract up? If you could take a look and find out. Because I think that's where we're going to head. If you take off that USA belt, which we already been established that USA belt is a bag of potato chips. That's what it is. It's crap. What we're going to go ahead and see is that what happens when she loses it? Then what are they going to do with her? Is she going to go ahead and compete for a bigger belt, or are they just going to push it to the side? And from the looks of it, if you see that she is not getting a push as the USA champion, I mean, she's showcasing herself here and there, but look at what even No Doubt wrote, it's like Stephanie got a rocket shift and Julia got an attorney to interpret for her. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, where you're getting, like, I felt like Julia has disappeared ever since she was brought up to the main roster. And I don't know if it's her fault or if that's the WWE writers' fault, or it might be a combination of both. But at the end of the way, at the end of the day, the way this is going, this looks like we're not gonna see her in the near future. It looks like give her a year, and this girl might be gone. And I think that's the I think that could be a problem on her, or that could be an issue with TKO. Look at how TKO just getting rid of people. So, and again, they're all about the money. So if you don't produce, if fans don't like you, and people are not willing to watch you, they're gonna kick you out and they're gonna let you go. So that's what I feel like might happen to Julia. I hope not, because she's one of my favorites. It just sucks that ever since she was moved to the main roster, I don't think they've done a really good job with her. I feel like, and here's another thing, and I know I'm going into like a little tantrum here, but you guys, we only have 2 hours of SmackDown. We only have 2 hours of Raw. We only have NXT for this time. I mean, literally, guys, 6 hours. You have 6 hours of wrestling. And how many live events do we have now? And if you start looking at all these live events, it's usually the repetitive matches over and over and over again. So, like, there is plenty of talent to showcase. They just are not pushing themselves for them to get a spot in those shows. And it, at the end of the day, could cost them their job. So, any luck finding the her contract, Sean? Why you it looks like you're still looking for it. No Doubt says the US title isn't crap. The Speed Champion is crap. It's another belt. Now that's a crappy belt. Like, what is the point of having that belt? You understand me? Or, and now they're what are the tag? Look at the tag team championship belts. You know, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair have it. I mean, the belt doesn't make you. You said that before. You make the belt. You're the one who actually showcases yourself and elevate it. Look at how Gunther elevated the IC belt. Look how Dom has elevated the IC belt. All these people have elevated their stuff. So if Julia is not getting that push and you see her with the belt and you just say, hey, she's there, she's happy, she's just showing on TV, maybe she needs to go and do more. But I just hope that they learn and they don't push her to the side, because that's where we're going to go with her. And it sucks because I think she's a very, very strong talent. And if I see that they get rid of her, I felt like maybe, just maybe, she made the big mistake of going to WWE, and she should have gone to a different wrestling organization, because they probably would have known how to use it correctly.
Yeah, because they do so good with everybody else. But anyways, I know you're Mr. AEW. I ain't gonna say it 3 letters, but we know what you're thinking. It looks like, so there's no public information, but the downside for the main roster is 350, and most of the wrestlers are making above $1 million.
Damn.
A year.
They're making good money over there, bro.
Yeah, bro. Everything's good right now, buddy. Everything good.
I need to be a wrestler. I still have time.
Yeah, I mean, keep doing the 5Ks. You'll be in shape in no time, buddy.
You're coming with me, baby. We're doing it.
No, not until I get 2,000. You give me 2,000, and we'll be good. I don't even know if we're on Rumble or not, but we might be on Rumble. I haven't put the number up there. I didn't add it because I didn't know if it was going to do anything.
Are you seeing an account?
It says we're live, but it doesn't show me an account. I'm looking at the numbers here, and it looks like everybody's accounted for technically with the numbers.
You need to take the Facebook one. Ain't nobody in Facebook anymore, bro.
My dad is, all right? I'm hoping one day he'll tune in and I get a 1 on there, all right?
He tunes in on the YouTube side.
I know. Papa's on Facebook too, but he likes it afterwards. He likes the show afterwards. All right. The last thing we got going on right now this week is a pay-per-view, baby. Not a PLE, a PPV is on the books today, this week. It is AEW WrestleDream, baby.
Woo!
2025.
St. Louis, Missouri, in the building.
In St. Louis. All right, you ready for this match? You want to do the pre-show match, or you only want to do the main match?
Let's do whatever you want.
All right, we'll start with the pre-show matches. FTR versus Jet Speed.
Damn, they put FTR on.
Oh yeah, man, because they know how to use that talent. That's where Julia, be a pre-show.
Wow, they put freaking FTR. Wow. Look, I haven't been keeping up with where they at with FTR. It looks like FTR has kind of gone down ever since Cope left. So I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say Jet Speed. I think Jet Speed has done pretty well for themselves. So I'm gonna pick Jet Speed to win this one.
I agree with you. I don't know. Like, it's so. Do you understand? They had a match the other day called it was like the Gods of Wrestling. It was FTR and Megan Bayne against Jet Speed and Willow Nightingale.
Okay.
FTR and Megan Bayne won.
Wow.
With Megan Bayne pinning Willow Nightingale. So I'm gonna go. This is payback. FTR wins it.
Okay, so you got FTR, I got Jet Speed.
And then the aforementioned Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford will take on Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron. Intriguing of this is because there is now the AEW Women's Tag Team titles. Haven't been announced yet as far as a tournament for them, but they're starting to gear up little tag teams. Will it be Willow and Harley Cameron as she is looking for a tag team partner? This will be on the pre-show, by the way.
Who's Megan Bayne teaming up with?
Penelope Ford.
Okay, Penelope Ford. Okay, so I honestly feel that Penelope Ford and Megan, I thought they were together paired before. I think Penelope Ford used to walk out with her and not wrestle, but maybe
that's still the situation. But Penelope can wrestle. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go on the side of Harley and Willow because Harley was trying to get the CEO to be her partner, and the CEO kind of threw her off and said, "No, I don't want you to be my partner."
And Statlander too.
So, and since you just mentioned it, who pinned?
Megan Bayne pinned Willow Nightingale.
So, what better way to Willow to get her payback is by winning and pinning Megan Bayne. So, I'm gonna go with Harley and Willow.
Right there with you, buddy. Willow and Harley. And then the Monet puppet will come out. The main card, I guess this is the main card because it doesn't say pre-show beside it.
Let's go.
Jamie Hayter versus Thekla.
Okay, so who the hell is Thekla? Is that the girl that's
the one
like
with blue with sky blue and the other one, the other oh god, used to be with the cheerleader. What's her name? Heart, blue.
Oh,
and
okay,
Thekla.
yeah. She is. She's
the triad of darkness or something.
She's the one that does the Spider-Man, like the spider move and stuff, or the scorpion move. Or whatever.
Thekla, spider.
There you go. Yeah, I actually like her. I think she's not bad. So and Jamie Hayter coming out of the blue. I haven't done. Are they wrestling on Collision? I'm sorry, I haven't been tuning into Collision. I only watch Dynamite, but is that
how
what's
many
happening?
people do tune into Collision? Collision got their best rating in a few months for 268,000 people watching the other Saturday.
Jesus Christ! I don't think EA Minutes is even going ahead and watching.
He's here. Do you still remember? Hell yeah, we remember you, EA Minutes.
Of course,
you're supposed to become the third member, and you ghosted us.
You did. He was too busy with EA, bro. That's what.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. I don't know.
Oh man, no way! I'm sorry, EA. I take back the hyperness in my voice. I'm glad. Hopefully everything is good. I know you couldn't walk for a month, but hopefully you're trending in the right way then from the accident.
Jesus, I'm sorry to hear that. And
yes, I am too, man.
I was also in an accident a couple last month or something like that. So I hope you're okay with that.
And I hope everybody else is okay and everything there. So
all right.
See, I should have waited for more comments to come in before I went on my tirade. Hey,
what happened?
Sorry, I didn't mean to go heel like that.
I think now you owe EA Minutes a 5K run. Thekla. I'm gonna pick Thekla.
Good job. I got hater.
Okay.
Because I'm a hater, baby.
We miss you too, EA Minutes. We definitely
do. We're running this back again. It is a trios match. The Hurt Syndicate versus Ricochet and GOA.
They're running it back from that Jacksonville brawl that they had, right? That's why they're doing that, right?
Well, they had a pay-per-view match, and Ricochet pinned MVP. MVP didn't like that result, said he was the weak link, and he wanted to make it up, so then they had the street fight in Jacksonville,
Okay.
and then now they're running it back here again.
So the Hurt Syndicate won the street fight in Jacksonville, right?
Yes, and the GOA and Ricochet won the pay-per-view match, so they're 1-1.
Okay, so this is the third one. Okay.
This is it, buddy.
Look, man, I like the Hurt Syndicate, but I think I honestly feel that Ricochet should and his group what are they called? The Demand? Is that what they're called? The
Yeah, the Demand. As a group, it is called the Demand. It's Ricochet and Gates of Agony.
The Demand. I think the
The
Demand is
Demand.
gonna win. Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
I think there is no demand for the Demand, and we're gonna hurt people on this pay-per-view.
Yeah, you can't go wrong either or. I'm gonna be
Hurt
honest.
Syndicate, baby, all day, air day.
Dang.
In a $500,000 tag team match, because which one was it? Nick Jackson, right? He's the one that gambled all the money away when they were in Sunrise. I wish I was at the Hard Rock that day. I would have liked to get some of that money that they gambled away.
Damn it.
The $500 tag team match, the Young Bucks will take on the returning tag team of the year in 2020. The Jurassic Express, the boy and his dinosaur, are back.
I thought, but Jurassic Express all day.
You know what's interesting? And I saw this wasn't me thinking of this, but it's very interesting because like everybody's like, oh, it's Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus again. It's not Jungle Boy. It's still Jack Perry.
It is.
And he's bossy. He's like telling the dinosaur now what to do. Like, it is very intriguing to see where this goes, because again, EA Mints, they're kind of portraying him as a face, but he's not really doing anything as a face except walking down the aisle and kind of smirking. And then Luchasaurus is with them and they're playing his music now. So everybody's singing that, but he hasn't done anything to really be a quote unquote face.
I was thinking the same thing that EA just wrote. Are you telling us that he's turning on?
No, I don't think he is. I think he's going to end up making Luchasaurus. Again, he brought Luchasaurus back to life. So Luchasaurus owes him his life. So Luchasaurus is going to be always there for him. I think this leads to a Jack Perry championship run as a heel. With Luchasaurus doing all the dirty work. Hasn't happened yet, but I think it's in the books for it. I'm going Jurassic Express as well.
I like it.
Because I love the fact that the Young Bucks own the company, but get shitted on every time they can. That is great.
They've been doing a great job with that.
Yeah. This match, I mean, they're probably going to kill each other. Darby Allin versus John Moxley, an I Quit match. I don't know if either of them are going to say I quit. They might just end up, I don't know what they're going to do, man. Darby Allin was making Molotov cocktails to throw at people. He's getting tackled by the security. Like, I mean, where does this match end?
All right, here's the over and under. Over or under one, that one of them bleeds.
Oh, geez, walking to the ring, they'll probably be busted open.
Do you feel both of them will be bleeding? Or just
hell yeah. I think one of them is going to be on fire.
I think both of them are bleeding.
No, they're both bleeding. I mean, they're both bleeding, and I honestly think one of them's going to go on fire, man.
Man, this is a tough one because obviously Moxley was out there, and then you saw when Darby ambushed him in that press. Was it a press conference? What was it? It was somewhere. I don't know.
It was at a comic convention. It was at a convention, a Q&A panel type thing.
There you go. That was awesome. That was amazing.
Yeah, no. Look, they do good stuff. Don't get me wrong. But like, where the hell does this match end? I don't see either of them really saying I quit unless Darby grabs like Renee and goes to throw Renee over the edge. Then Moxley quits.
That's a good point.
Like I don't see either one of them just like, okay, you beat me up enough, I quit. It's like Darby Allin's been thrown down stairs and stepped on, and I mean, what are you going to do to him?
Well, here's the thing. I remember John Moxley went with Hangman in an I Quit match as well, and then literally Hangman had to choke him with the chain, and he was literally
Almost kill him. Yeah.
almost kill him. So
You know what? That is a good point. This is what his second I Quit match in like 3 pay-per-views.
yeah. So I'm gonna go with Moxley. I think Moxley wins this one. He's been taking too many L's in these I Quit matches, so he knows how to handle himself. But I just don't know, man. Darby Allin is like this guy just I don't think he even knows he has no in his vocabulary. So
No, that's the thing. That's what makes this match so like to me unpredictable. And also, I'm probably gonna watch it. I'm not kidding you like this. Because I'm gonna be like, oh, dude, no, don't go up on the scaffolding. Oh no, don't. It's like watching the old day ECW days. It's like that stuff's starting to shake. Hopefully, nothing really bad happens to either one of them. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
I'm gonna go with Moxley, man. I'm gonna go with Moxley. I might be wrong, but
I like that pick just for the fact that you're right. He's been taking a lot of L's, but I just don't know. Do they do the Mick Foley with The Rock where Mick Foley's laying face down and then all of a sudden you hear say, I quit? Because he took it from Rock took it from his interview or promo from before.
that was so good, bro.
Like it's like, what the hell? He quit?
So
Okay.
good. Yeah,
It's
like has Darby Allin ever had like an I Quit match? Has he ever lost any of those? I know he's lost casket matches and stuff like that, but I don't
No, I think he's only had like last man standing and things like that. Like Ethan Page beat him in the last man standing because remember they beat him up on the stairs and then they pushed him down and he couldn't get back up because they pushed him down all them damn stairs and he was at the bottom and the ref counted to 10. But I just, man, I don't see Darby. But at the same time, I agree with you. Like Moxley needs to win this somehow. So I'm gonna go Moxley, man.
Okay, so check this out. I just Googled it. AI is telling me this. It says Darby Allin has a record of 0-1 in I Quit matches, having lost his only match in this stipulation to John Moxley on October 18th, 2025. Is ChatGPT
I think they just told
giving us our what's the result?
They just gave you the result. Yeah, that's the match. That's the match. He's gonna be 0-1. All right, so we're right. John Moxley.
Hold on a second. So if we can we bet on
and then my Funko collection is really just wrestling. I got Rocky Maivia, Razor Ramon, Rob Van Dam, Steamboat, Bigelow, McIntyre, Otis, Money in the Bank, Finn Balor, Chyna, Dusty Rhodes, Dude Love. I got Tua, Marino, Jimmy Butler, and then my favorite. Can I show you my favorite? Do we have time?
Is it me? No, I don't think they have. I don't think they have a comp of Frankie Fresco.
I don't know if I can get to it.
Can you believe that the AI just went ahead and gave us the result? So if you guys know anywhere that they're having betting odds for this, I don't want to give you a spoiler here, but it looks like John Moxley is winning this one. And if you don't win, if it's completely different, then blame AI.
Frankie Fresco, you can read it. My favorite one right here.
That says Sports Talk Man. It says Vinyl. It doesn't say the name. It just says Sports Talk Sean. That's you?
Mm-hmm. With a wife beater on and everything, buddy. My favorite one.
Did you get that made or something?
I didn't, but they got it made for me, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's got headphones and a remote.
Let me see something. Can you put it back on the camera? I want to take a look at what it says. Oh, I see what it says on the shirt. On the shirt.
Oh, it says a wife beater.
No. It says, I will be running a 5K this year. That's what it says on the wife beater.
Does it? I could swear that I took that off.
Oh, so you even thought about it. I like it.
Yeah. There you go. That is my collection.
I need to do one myself. You gotta, after the show, you need to tell me where you got that done.
Go to the Funko website. You can make it up yourself.
Oh, okay, cool.
It would be better off because mine was trying for like sports talk, but they actually have like DJ ones. It'd be pretty cool. have you on top of the mix station.
It's not a bad idea.
Where were we?
I quit match. So Moxley, we were both picking Moxley, right? AI just gave us the result.
Yeah. No. Now I have good. Listen, ChatGPT don't lie. Okay, it's already done. See if you can look up this match.
Okay.
Kyle Fletcher TNT Championship match versus Mark Briscoe. Result.
Do I really have to look that
Look
result?
it up. Let's see what happens. Maybe they throw a curveball at us.
Okay. Kyle. Let's see. Versus Briscoe. Let's see. Let's see what it says. AI mode. It says the competitors, reason these two wrestlers latest developed the tie-breaking TNT schedule. That's not telling me who's gonna win. Who's winning?
All right. Well, who do you got?
Winning. I mean, I have Kyle Fletcher, and like I don't see any way where this is gonna have.
I don't see any way Mark Fletcher wins it.
Yeah.
Although the Don Callis family, my God, pretty soon they're gonna have they're getting bigger than the NWO.
I know, right? It's so much.
This is an interesting one because of what happened this past week on Dynamite. Brodito will take on Okada and Takeshita. Takeshita was in Japan, won the IWGP title, was sending a birthday message to Don Callis, and Okada hit the wrong button.
No, he didn't, but it was so good.
Oh, so good. I felt like that would have been the perfect time for I hit the wrong button, bitch.
That was really good, actually. I'm not gonna lie, that was the best part.
That was great, man.
Okay, so here's what AI says. AI says Kyle Fletcher defeats Mark Briscoe.
No way.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you got? Okada Takeshita against Brodito for the titles, the AEW tag team titles.
I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna say that Takeshita and Okada are gonna run into some issues here. They're gonna be not seeing eye to eye. It develops a hatred between the two of them, and I think the Broditos will go ahead and take advantage of this. So I'm going with the Broditos.
You know what? I like your take, but I honestly think they're gonna try to lose Takeshita and Okada, and then they're gonna end up winning. So then they have to defend the titles, and it's gonna be the odd couple. And then ultimately, they end up doing what you think they're going to do this time. I'm going Okada and Takeshita.
I like these names, though, Broditos. How do they come
I
up
love
with
Brodito. Oh, the AEW Women's Championship, the first time ever, one-on-one. Chris Statlander, Timeless Tony Storm.
No, this is not the first time ever. I know you're trying to sell this.
Tony Storm's
trying to sell it for.
Chris Statlander has never beat her one-on-one. Sorry, that's what it is.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay, much better, much better. All right, so, come on, man. Like, do we really need to please AEW? Don't get this wrong. We need Tony Storm back. Like, we need her to be the champion. So I'm gonna go with Tony Storm.
Not so fast, my friend. Chris Statlander retains the title. And I will even say this, because there's a name conspicuous by her absence from this pay-per-view. I think Monet gets involved, and Tony Storm starts ticking away at those 10 belts Monet, and gets some of. So look at that, man. I'm getting all crazy here. I think Tony Storm loses with help from somebody else. So we'll go with that. Hangman Adam Page taking on Samoa Joe. I feel like this is a wasted championship match.
I mean, I wasn't too sold with them when it came to the that whole face-to-face that they
You beat me.
Yeah, and it's sad because that was when they were competing against NXT. Mm-hmm. And apparently I wasn't the only one that felt like that wasn't as entertaining as possible. But look, man, I mean, for me, it's hard for me to see Hangman Page lose this. I mean, Samoa Joe, good opponent, but Hangman just won the belt. And honestly, I be very, very honest here. I don't think Tony Khan knows who the hell to put the belt on after Hangman Page. So I think I'm gonna go with Hangman on this one.
Yeah, and don't forget tonight, by the way, before I say this, it is a 3-hour event
Yes.
You get 2 hours of Dynamite, and then they go right into 1 hour of Collision.
Yes.
So just so you know, and I'm going to pick. I mean, I agree just because I feel like this is just one of those matches to pad Hangman as a good champion, defeating a good showing of Samoa Joe. But I don't believe that Joe's winning the title. Like, I don't believe it. Nothing here shows me that, like, Joe went from being in a trios title to just all of a sudden, like, I'm going to get this because you disrespected me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things where I can't buy it, man. I got to go with what I know, and it's Hangman.
Yep.
And there is our 11 matches. A little different than when we check the 10. Sorry, 10 matches. I apologize. Apologize, TK. Although there might be some matches announced tonight. There's 3 hours.
No. I said, don't go out of a limb here and don't say 10 matches. They'll probably add 2 more.
We may have to jump back on tonight and cut and paste and put some new stuff on there just to get the rest of these figured out. But Frankie, I thank you for your time tonight, sir. Any parting words?
No, everybody who tuned in on X, on Twitch, on YouTube, just whenever you get a chance, please share. If you didn't catch the live, we'll catch the replay, and also hit the like on the YouTube side. And then if you guys want to follow me at Frankie Fresco right there, or you can follow me at Fresco Music. There's Fresco. Cameo Mix Show about to start in about 15 minutes. That is featuring my good friend DJ Phoenix from France. So you'll be able to listen to him. If you want to know where you could listen to it, just go to my stories on my Instagram, Fresco Music, and then I'm gonna repost it on X as soon as we are off from here. And the link will be on the story. So make sure you tune in. And then quick announcement as well. Your boy Frankie Fresco, aka Fresco Music, will be dropping down a set, and will be featured in a radio station in France. So my boy DJ Phoenix, he is French. He is from France. He lives in France. He's going to be featuring me as well over there in France in their radio. So it'll be pretty cool. I was able to do that for him here in the States, and now he's going to be doing the same for me over there in France. So big things on our way. And yeah, man, besides that, just if you see me anywhere in the streets, don't be afraid to say hello.
100%. Hey, you know what happens when you get 3 hours of Dynamite?
I don't know.
Emotional damage.
There we go. That's what happens when you get 3 hours of AEW Dynamite.
I thought you ended the show for a split second there.
No. You can check me out at Stanley Media _11, Stanley Media House everywhere else. Please jump over to the YouTube channels, Frankie Fresco. Hit the subscribe, get notifications. Stanley Media House, hit the notifications. If you get me to 2,000, I will participate in a 5K. And if you get me to monetization, I may even try to run half of the 5K.
You need to do it, Sean. We need to do it, man. I'm telling you, you'll be holding this like a cool medal, just like I am. Look at that, bro. Look at that. I'm wearing it right now as we speak. Look at that. Check this out.
There he is, the great Frankie Fresco. Make sure also you check him out on Twitch this Friday, correct? Still Friday, 1 o'clock?
Yes. Friday, 1 o'clock on Twitch for the third round of the blend battle.
Let's keep him going in the blend battle. Keep him going
on Twitch.
Let's
if you guys
keep him working. Keep him working.
You never know, right? Maybe I do. Maybe I do make it to the next round. I'm not holding my breath. I'm just saying that. I think I did a pretty decent set, but I'm looking at the competition. I thought some of it's in 2 parts because there's still what was it? It's 18 of us, I think. Yeah, 18 of us. No. Wait, hold on. How many? 5, 6. Yeah, it was 18 of us. So they're eliminating 4. They eliminated 4 today, and they're eliminating another 4 on Friday. So I'm pretty sure will be dropping down now to what, the top 5, the top 10. And I was looking at their videos, and I feel like I did a couple little like I didn't do enough. I felt like, and again, it's just time consuming. I need to take time
Yeah.
and probably do it. But hey, man, anything can happen. So maybe your boy actually gets in. So
Make sure you support the man. Get over there. Kenny
already
Omega show starts in 15 minutes, 11 minutes now. 5K medal.
I already won, bro.
Double. Where's your double trophies? It's gone. Where are the double trophies? Let's show it all. Show all the hardware, buddy. There it is. And soon the Blend Championship coming in there. My man gonna get it all. Racking them all up.
Hold on, let me see if I can get this. There you go. I got that. I got that. Look at that.
Look at that. Look at this man. Just that Mercedes Monet ain't got shit on him.
I need more. I need more belts. I can have 10. I'm at 3. I need to get like 7 more of these Panther.
Monet my ass. And in the words of the great Gordon Soley, so long from the Sunshine State.
Emotional damage.